Hello, online sellers. Jordan Malik, founder of JordanMalik.com, author of You See a Plush Bunny, I See Money Honey. This is the e-guide for Amazon and eBay merchants to help them figure out how to profit from buying and selling used and new plush toys on Amazon and eBay. So the only book that I know that covers this topic is my own. It's over at plushprofits.com. You do not have to buy that ebook to learn anything from this video. I wanted to update you with some of the profit proof that I have that Plush really sells for very high returns on investment, and also answer a customer's question about getting started at the end of the video. So if we look at some of my sales receipts, this one here, this is my actual Amazon invoice for a product that I sold. This is Blue's Clues. Remember Blue's Clues, the cartoon? This is a plush doll. It's currently unavailable on Amazon. Mine sold a few weeks ago, shortly after I listed it for $25. And mine was new with tags. Picked it up in a thrift store for $3. Okay, so that's the first example. Here's another one. Berenstein Bears. Do you remember these when we were growing up, the cartoon and the books? This was a 9-inch plush doll, essentially Beanie Baby size, almost Beanie size. And I sold it for $15. It looks like this. I believe mine was actually used, and I only paid about $1 for it at a yard sale. Disney Beanbag Plush Jungle Book Bagheera. I believe this was used. It's like a Black Panther from Jungle Book. You can't see it too well. I paid 25 cents at a yard sale for this. It was used. It was clean, but had no retail tags on it. Sold it for $13. Okay, so again, paid 25 cents, sold it for $13. So in all these examples, you're looking at returns on investment of 500%, 700%, 1,000% after expenses, after my cost of goods sold and Amazon's commissions. Here's a Pluto plush doll that I found at a thrift store. I bought it used. Okay, it was clean, but it had no retail tag. Paid $3 for it, sold it for $19. Here's a picture, and this one is actually currently unavailable as well. So you tend to find that the plush that you can buy now in thrift stores, many of them that you'll be bringing home and checking on Amazon or eBay, they're typically not available online. That's kind of the beauty of this plush business that I've been referring to. Here's an interesting one. This was Olivia the Pig. I guess this is popular in some circles. I don't know. I've seen her before, but not in this outfit. And mine was new. I found in a thrift store. I probably paid $2 or $3 for it, and mine sold for $35. Also, you'll see that you can tell by the SKU that I assigned. These are very recent sales. The SKU is the date that I sent it in, so it's June 25th, 2013. Today's July 16th, and this sold a few weeks ago. So many of these sell as soon as I send them in. Eeyore, Disney Eeyore from the Winnie the Pooh cartoon. This was a 9-inch hand puppet. This was also used. I bought it for $1, sold it for $19.69. Here's the Amazon listing. Okay, another hard to find item. Disney Lion King Jumbo Nala. This took a little while to sell. Looks like I had this sitting there since January. I believe mine was used, actually. It sold for $39, and I probably paid about $3 to $5 at a thrift store for this. This one is from Disney Lion King, the movie, and you can tell this one is distinguished by a pink bow it has in its hair. When I say hard to find, I mean hard to find on Amazon, hard to find on eBay, but locally, plush toys are in abundance. If you go to thrift stores or yard sales, hit up your friends on Facebook, ask them if they got any plush. You'd be surprised at what they will just consider throwaways that they will sell or give to you. Okay, Disney exclusive mini plush figure. This is a Beanie Baby sized Minnie Mouse. Normally, I don't recommend buying these Beanie Baby sized plush, but occasionally if you can get them for the right price, you can sell them at a great profit. Mine, I think, was used and it sold for $12.50. New, they're getting $10 now on Amazon. Mine was used. I sold it for $12.50. I was the only Amazon FBA seller at the time, which is probably why I got $12. Probably paid $1 or less for this at a thrift store or a yard sale. Okay, Shrek. This is very interesting. People are, I would assume people are familiar with the movie Shrek 1, 2, and 3. It's the DreamWorks animated movie with the green ogre, right? Very hard to find Shrek Plush on Amazon and eBay these days. It's still in demand, but the products are out of print, meaning they're no longer manufactured. So this is almost a beanie-sized plush donkey that I probably paid $1 for at a thrift store, and I sold it for $25. Here's a picture of it. At the time when I posted mine, I think I was the only seller, and now you can see there's only 2 or 3 sellers now. Mine was used, and I sold it for $25. Used meaning it had no retail tag. It was still relatively clean. Okay. The Shrek Plush, the plush main character, you can see it's currently sold out. Mine sold a few days after sending it in. I probably paid $1, and it sold for $20. Okay. So that's the series of recent finds of mine that I've sold for big profits, and that's just a fraction of what I have sitting on Amazon shelves. So I'm sure I can enjoy better and higher sales. And I'm thinking what's going to come Christmas time. I'm sure it's going to be kind of gangbusters. So again, you don't have to buy the ebook to learn from this. The ebook is called Plush Profits. So this is the email that I got from a person who published, who bought my ebook at plushprofits.com. They went to a Goodwill. They found dozens and dozens of plush, no retail tags, no obvious name, no UPC codes to scan on the tush tag. She says, "Is this a niche where you only find gold once every great while? It was frustrating to see all these plush toys and not know how to get started. Am I doing something incorrectly?" So my answer to her is no. There's lots of great buys that are out there. You just have to kind of know how to look for them, and it's not hard. In the ebook that I have, plushprofits.com, I give pictures and texts and links to different plush. So you should be, if you're brand new to sourcing plush in thrift stores or yard sales, you should be studying those pictures. And when I say study, I mean look them over a few times so you kind of get familiarized what to look for. You can also go to Amazon and look for plush and sort them out by price to see what is selling for the most amount of money. Now I'm going to do that right now as an example to show you, and I will do a search for plush toys, okay? And I will go to the, let's just start with stuffed animals and figures. And you can just rerun this video if you're confused and you want to see how I do this step by step. Then I'll sort by, for starters, I will sort by high to low. And this will give me the prices. Okay, now some of these are anomalies. I don't think anybody's going to be paying $92,000 for this or $89,000 for this. I think some sellers are being wise guys here. So I probably want to narrow my results if Amazon lets me do this to the price point. Let's just say, $50 to $100. We'll start there. Okay, and by looking at these, I can start to see some popular themes crop up. This is from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's a Build-A-Bear. These are Muppets here. That's Fozzie from Muppets, right? Mickey and Minnie Mouse are popular. Barney is popular. He's $100 for this one. Nemo is popular. Winnie the Pooh is popular. So by looking at this and studying this, I may not go into a thrift store and find the exact same plush, but by observing this, I can start to see some repetition of certain characters or certain movies. Okay, I believe this is Cheshire the Cat from, I don't know, Alice in Wonderland, I'm not sure. Elmo, Tiana, the Disney Princess and the Frog, Star Wars, Pokemon, Care Bears, right? Here's Rudolph again, extremely popular. Backyardigans. So this is going to give me an idea on which ones are most popular and selling for the most money. Again, I'm just looking for themes. I don't need to find the exact Care Bear. I just need to know that Care Bears sell pretty good. Okay, so I recommend that you do that you look at the results on Amazon as well as eBay. If you're an eBay seller and you go to ebay.com, and I'll type in a stuffed animal, okay, and then I'll look at the completed listings that are actually sold only. So I want to, after I get the results, stuffed animal, These are the search results. I want to go down the left-hand side and select sold listings. So that only tells me exactly what has sold. And then I can sort them by price highest first, okay? And that's going to tell me, look at this, Sonic the Hedgehog sold for $10,000. I'm not sure if that's true. Angry Birds 6-inch pig sold for $10,000. Some of these I don't think can actually be true, okay? But you start getting to these are vintage plush. You're not going to really find these in a thrift store. As I scroll down, I probably want to get into the ones that are marked, priced, about $100 or so, because that's going to be the stuff that's out now, that's more popular. Okay, so if I start looking at items that are priced at about $100 or so, let's go $25 to $100. Okay, and you can use whatever settings you want, but this is going to get me the ideal results that I need. Right, Disney Sleeping Beauty huge dragon plush, $100. The Cabbage Patch 20th anniversary, $100. Right, Steiff, Steiff. I learned this the other day. This is a very popular brand of plush toys that can sell for big bucks. Let's see. What else is a popular theme here? Where the Wild Things Are, $100. Right? This is one I haven't seen before. Kosen, Kosen, is an expensive brand. Okay. We start getting into more popular themes here with Webkinz. Very rarely do I find Webkinz that are worth a lot of money, but some are. This is a Webkinz Timberwolf that sold for $100. So by looking, here's a Wild E. Coyote. Very hard to find a plush Wild E. Coyote these days. This guy is 4 feet tall, sold for $100 on eBay. Okay, Madagascar. I believe that was a DreamWorks movie. Madagascar 1, 2, and 3. Very hard to find plush based around those movies. Here's a penguin. Stands 4 feet tall. He sold for $100. Don't worry, because it's not just the big ones that sell for a lot of money. It's smaller plush too, right? Here we go. Here's the guy from the Muppets, Ralph, $100. Remember, you're sourcing these. When you're sourcing these plush, you should be paying $1, $2, or $3 a piece in most cases. Okay. Again, you can feel free to rerun this video. These little guys from Despicable Me. There's Despicable Me, the movie that's out now. Despicable Me 2 is out now. These are plush toys from Despicable Me, the first one. These are the larger versions, not sold in stores anymore. They're selling for $100. I sold a very small one. I think I bought them for $1 recently at a yard sale. I sold them for $12.50. Here's Ted. This movie came out just a couple years ago. Talking plush teddy bear, $100 it sold for. Okay. Elf. Elf is very popular. Remember Elf from the mid-'80s? Brand new in steel box, $100. Even if you have this used, you probably sell it for $50. Okay, again, you can find many of these plush toys in thrift stores and yard sales. $1, $2, $3, etc. Bambi, extremely popular. Let's do a quick search on items that are priced between $25 and $35, and I'll probably be able to give you some better examples of more popular plush you can find in stores. Okay, Sock Monkey. This thing is 4 feet tall, sold for $35. Okay, another Webkinz piece. Most Webkinz Beanie Babies don't sell for very much. These do for some reason. The Webkinz Peace Puppy with tag and code sold for $35. Again, even if you had it used, you probably get $10 or $15. Very hard to find. Remember Lilo and Stitch, the cartoon series? Or I believe it's Disney. I'm not sure. These came out several years ago. These sell very well if you can find them in any size. Here's another Elf, sold for $35, used. Bugs Bunny, used, $35. These are all normal-sized plush, right? 6 inches, 9 inches, 12 inches, 15 inches, etc. The plush version of Mrs. Potts, this must be, I don't know, maybe this is Cinderella, I forget, $35, right? Tasmanian Devil, 30 inches, $35. Okay. Another Steiff, $35. Raggedy Ann, 25 inches, $35. Okay. Very popular now, the vintage rare Teenage Mutant Ninja plush, $35. Okay. So these toys are out there. Here we go. Care Bears. This is just a 13-inch Care Bear green plush. Not new, not with original tags, $35. So my suggestion to the person who wrote into me was to look at these listings that have sold on Amazon, or the listings that have sold on eBay, or the higher priced, more popular items on Amazon. Spend an hour a day at the most for a few days before you go into a Goodwill or go shopping at yard sales to find plush and see what's selling. Eventually, you're going to get very familiar with the brands and characters that sell. Okay? Focus on a cartoon or kids movie or Disney niche that you are already familiar with. If you already know Cinderella as a kid, or if you're like me and you already know Batman, or maybe your kid knows a lot about Disney Cars, the Disney Cars series, the McQueen and Mater and all that. Focus on those. Start by focusing on a niche that you're familiar with, or get familiar with a niche that you don't know already. Bring or call a friend during your scouting trips. Maybe you have a friend that knows a lot about plush, or has kids or nieces or nephews or grandchildren, and can tell you, hey, this is a popular plush. My wife goes out scouting at thrift stores and yard sales, and she'll call me. I'm sitting here in front of the computer. She'll say, hey, I have a giant plush Bugs Bunny. I say, how long is it? Is it roughly the length of your arm? If she says, yes, I know it's roughly 3 feet. Then I can start doing a search on Amazon and eBay while I have her on the phone and saying, hey, this sells for a certain amount. How much is it? Okay, and that makes my next point credible, is that if she's finding plush of major characters and it's only costing her $1 to $3 a piece, and I'm not sure about the value, I'll just say go ahead and buy them anyway, because the worst case scenario is you have a small number of plush that you've paid $1 to $3 for that you either have to throw away, or you can throw in a bin for a yard sale. You can give them to charity or whatever. But your risk at buying them for $1 to $3 is very low, because if you're buying them 5, 10, 15 in a scouting trip, the chances are you're going to have plenty that are in there. They're going to make up for your loss, right? So you may find Disney plush that you're paying $1 to $2 for that are selling for $25, $26. Your risk is pretty low if you have to throw away 1 to 2 or 3 of them. Okay, but if you want to avoid that risk or minimize that risk of finding the plush that aren't worth anything, then make sure you get familiar with what's popular. Look at the examples that I showed you here in step 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So I hope that helps you. Good luck, and keep me posted on your success.